They're finally here. Guys, I have the new 15-inch and 13-inch MacBook Pros 2016 model year with the touch bar. So in this video, let's go ahead and unbox those. And really, Apple crossed the line. These things are so freaking expensive. And I'm sorry, but it seems like anything Apple puts their badge on, people just throw money at it regardless. Apple can even make a book nowadays and charge people crazy prices for it and they'll still buy it. Oh, wait a minute, I think that already happened. All right, here we go. Wait a minute, Apple put a tab on here. Never mind. Okay, let's go ahead and unbox these, man. I am so excited. I have not seen the touch bar ever. That's why I think it's gonna be awesome. First impression. All right, so my 13-inch right here. Very, very nice. Now I'm gonna pop both of these out of the box and we can go ahead and take a look at them after. Now I actually did get both base spec 13 and 15-inch. And I got a fully loaded one as well. So I'm getting that one tomorrow and I'm going to compare it to the fully loaded 2015 one, which I want to see what the big difference is. And here is the 15-inch. All right, let's start with the smaller 13-inch. I did open up the one without the touch bar just a little bit ago, but this one should be something completely different. So going to the touch bar doesn't mean you're just getting the touch bar. You're also getting more power, more GPU power as well. So it's quite a nice upgrade and you get that really cool touch bar with Touch ID. So that's nice. All right, let's get the 13-inch out of here. So the one I'm going to be using is the fully maxed one and I'm so psyched to start editing on that. It's supposedly not much better in CPU, but GPU is where the big difference is. So I'm very familiar with this size, this model. Pretty small, very sleek, but I have not seen that touch bar yet. So let's go ahead and open it up, get this out of the way. And yeah, there's that really nice power up feature and man, there it is. So wow, it's not as matte as I thought it would be. It still feels very, very nice, like your finger just glides on it. So that's kind of cool. Come on, light up, show me what you got. Oh, that is so cool. So it's an OLED bar. Man, that's so cool. Now the cool thing about the escape key is that it'll even work past the display over here, I heard, because a lot of people just instinctively will click in this region.
The voiceover quick start.
Oh, whoops, nope. So the trackpad is huge, which I personally love. Some people might have issues with false clicks resting their palm on here. Nice, the touch bar is really, really cool. So I'm gonna set this up and be right back. So setting up Touch ID is actually really cool. Man, I love how it's animated, it's alive. So it's kind of cool to have that. I mean, it is a gimmick, of course, you can easily live without it, but it's one of those features you'll just show off with. So Touch ID, this is the second generation faster version of Touch ID, which I do like. So should be pretty quick to respond. And this is the setup menu, a lot like the one in iOS. Can't believe I'm doing this on a Mac. Windows computers have had fingerprint sensors forever. I mean, I remember being a kid and seeing that little strip on them. Nobody said they worked that great or they were very accurate, but they had them. So this is just a slightly better version of that, just a tap. I've already discussed the keyboard, the trackpad. I love them all, especially the speakers. I love how Apple took the 13-inch design and utilized it very, very well. Now, it doesn't need to be thinner, no, but Apple always prioritizes thinness, battery life over raw power. So you don't buy these things to be a complete powerhouse. And therein lies the issue with the Pro name. Is it a Pro laptop or is Pro just the M badge on like all the BMW cars? BMW started putting them everywhere. So yeah, the Pro can be disputed whether or not it's Pro, but oh my goodness, that is so cool. It's so intuitive. It's really, really neat. Brightness. Oh my goodness. That is so much fun. I've never done that before. So, wow, it's such a small little thing, but it works so well. So that's really cool. All of your regular controls and how do we activate the function keys? Oh, there we go. So you just hold them and they'll pop up. So there we go. Not much different, just has this. And I've never really used 13-inch MacBooks, so I don't really have one to compare with. That's why I want to take the 15-inch out and see how they look compared to each other. All right, and the 15-inch version. So once again, we're gonna cut this thing out of here. If Apple had a 17-inch MacBook Pro, I would totally use it. And imagine how big of a GPU they could fit in there. Maybe even a mobile version of the 1060, 1070, maybe 1080. But, you know, the reason Apple doesn't put crazy CPUs and GPUs into their laptops is because they prioritize battery life. You know, on an Alienware, on a Dell XPS, those really powerful ones, you're not going to find that amazing a battery life. It's the MacBooks that have all-day battery life. Okay, that was a little painful. Here is the 15-inch. Wow, it's thin. Unnecessarily thin, but super cool thin. Okay, let me get the box out of the way. Oh my goodness, that trackpad. That is massive. So I've heard complaints from people that they can't rest their palms where they would used to on the old one, and it triggers this thing all the time. So I hope that's not an issue, but I do use a mouse with mine. For me, it shouldn't be. So about the typing, it's actually not bad at all. So it does take some getting used to because your fingers don't travel as far in as they would on the older one. But still, it's not too bad, and I heard some people say they wouldn't go back to the old one. I've yet to reach that point. I prefer the old one, but I'm hoping this one will grow on me as I begin to use it every single day. It's very clicky, I do like that. It's an even feel. Wherever you click on the key, it feels the same, which I like. On the old ones, they'll like bend in one way. So not bad, not bad. Let's do the same thing for Touch ID. I've never really used passcodes on my MacBooks. That's just because it's sitting in my office all day. I don't really carry it around with me much, but you know, I could see why that'd be super useful. Plus, with paying for stuff on the internet, you just authorize it with a fingerprint. How cool is that? Man, I never thought I'd say this, but my old one seems unnecessarily big now. Like, it's very chunky, and the footprint overall is smaller. Thickness is where it really starts to matter because it is a thinner device and it fits the same display in, thinner bezels. I miss the Apple logo for sure. The glowing Apple logo, but we are going to try and attempt to install one using a aftermarket kits that we are making ourselves. So it won't be pretty, but it might work, and I'll have a video on that later. So how it adapts to what you're doing is really cool. The emojis, Apple actually, oh my goodness, that's so smooth. I love it. Apple divided a huge portion of their latest keynote to this. So eventually this will get the new emojis in Unicode 10.2. But for now, we can spam and do everything. Holy crap, that's so nice. I mean, who's really going to sit here and sift through all of these like this? It's really time consuming. And, oh, you can actually do this. Nice, you can even search for them here. Cool, so there is the emoji feature of the new touchpad. I just can't believe how fluid it is. It's so smooth. I love it. It's like fun almost to play around with it. Other than this, guys, I mean, my favorites about this guy have to be the form factor. It's cool, but the speakers are amazing, and the display is sharper, brighter, higher contrast ratio, you know, everything nice. So I'm gonna have a full review for you guys tomorrow. Gaming, editing with video, performance compared to the old one, everything you guys need to know about this MacBook Pro. If you guys have any questions, something you want me to try out, leave it down below. I'll be sure to do that. Anyways, that's the new MacBook Pro. Thanks for watching. And yeah, the 13-inch was in here too, so mostly care about this larger one, 15-inch. Okay, thanks for watching. Peace.